According to Colombian President Petro, he's announcing opening of offices for Colombians to migrate to the United States in a legal and orderly manner. Follow along.
You're watching DC-born Rob, erasing borders. And now, the news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. My name is Rob Christian, also known as DC-born Rob or DC Rob. This is just a quick story. Because of its importance, I wanted to throw this up in a separate news video, but this will just be this one story right here because this has to do with Colombians attempting to travel to the United States without a tourist visa. That's the goal. So there's going to be a few offices set up around Colombia. Let's jump into the story now. This one is from El Colombiano. Again, it's entitled, Petro announces opening of offices for Colombians to migrate to the United States in a legal and orderly manner. The president reached an agreement unprecedented in the country's history with his U.S. counterpart, Joe Biden. We will explain. President Gustavo Petro announced an unprecedented agreement with the country's history. According to him, he agreed with the Joe Biden government to create a series of offices that will help migrants traveling from Colombia to reach the United States in a legal and orderly manner. These are a series of specialized centers where nationals can process permits and all the necessary documentation to migrate to the U.S. We have agreed with the United States on special centers and offices to process family reunification processes and immigration of Colombians to the United States in an orderly and legal manner, said the head of state. As Petro explained, these offices will be in the main cities of Colombia and could even open in Panama, through which thousands of migrants pass daily. Of course, they're speaking of the Darien Gap. The agreement is consolidated as one of President Petro's achievements in international matters and speaks of a good climate in the bilateral relations with Biden. In fact, the announcement comes less than a week after the head of state arrived from his trip to the United States, in which he met with Joe Biden to talk about peace, drug policy, and his own position on migrant population. In context, Colombia, the U.S., and Panama launched a campaign against irregular migration through the Darien Gap. Despite the fact that no further details are known when these offices will operate or on what dates the first ones will open, it is believed that this is one of the reliefs that the country receives while the procedures for the president's most ambitious proposal continue. That the U.S. eliminates the tourist visas for Colombians. That's the goal right there, people. Colombia is the second country with the most detainees in the United States. The truth is that this is an announcement of high proportion since Colombia is breaking records for people detained in the country for irregular migration or lack of documents. For the month of March, the U.S. border and authorities reported that Colombians ranked second to people detained for irregular documentation so far this year. Now, I didn't know that. The country was surpassed only by its indestructible Mexico, which had a total of 82,219 and has always occupied first place given its number of inhabitants and its proximity to the United States. With this data, Colombia surpasses nations such as Venezuela, Nicaragua, Guatemala, and Cuba, territories that always used to be in first place due to socio-economic instability. According to data from the United States Customs and Border Protection Office, known as the CBP for its acronym in English, only during the month of March, a total of 17,491 compatriots were detained in U.S. territory after being found irregularly in that country. So it looks like Colombians, that's shocking to me, even above Cubans and Guatemalans, El Salvador and Honduras, that it is more people coming from Colombia than those states. And only Mexico is in first place for obvious reasons, because a good proportion of this country is made up of people from Mexico. Hell, it used to be partially Mexico. So anyway, I wanted to get this story out as soon as possible so that you are aware. If you have loved ones there, you're dating someone that you're trying to get back to the United States, or somebody else that loves 90 Day Fiancé, this may be some sort of good news for you. Now, is this just talk? He just turned president last year, so he's got a few years to get this done. But if those offices are opened all over Colombia, at least they can start processing. Now, it's going to be up to the U.S. to say, okay, you can process all you want, but we're only going to let 10,000 in a year, whatever. They're going to come up with something. But let's see how the rest of this year pans out economically for all of the country. So anyway, remember, travel, but travel safe. Join me on social media. I am DC Born Rob Official on Instagram. I am DC Born Rob Official 1 on TikTok. I am DC Born Rob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know that you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. If you're in Medellin and you need dental work done, from a basic cleaning to major reconstructive surgery, come see my guy, Dr. Carlos Mori. Contact information in the description below.
Dating in Colombia can be confusing for foreign men. Plus, dating in Colombia can be outright dangerous. With Chica Check, you can date with confidence by screening your date first for past issues. Visit chicacheck.co and create your free account today.